out there. I don't know who they are.
Well, I think we've heard a lot of the different points of view now, and so, Mr. Fleming, if you'd like to propose this ordinance and acquaint us with the particulars of it.
I'd like to mention one more thing there. He said that it was the dogs running it loose. And right here you got an exception. If it's a hunting dog. So in other words, if I turn my dogs loose at my house, they're all hunting dogs. Training season, like Rick says, in year round. There's nothing you can do to them whether they bark or whether they don't. Is that correct?
No, I think that's running at large. I don't think it has to do with barking. No.
That's training. Whenever a dog's
If
training,
my
what you
dog's,
gonna do?
if my dog's loose, he's hunting. I
He's gonna
keep him in a
bark.
chain link pen.
Again, your rights and your dog is not superior to your neighbors wanting quiet, and there has to be a middle ground. You do not have superior rights to your neighbor, and your neighbor doesn't have superior rights to you. It is a balance of equities. It is a matter of reaching middle ground. That's what this is about.
Mr. Safer, if you check your state laws, as long as the dog, he is not running at large. If he's trained to run bears and he's running a bear, he's doing what he's trained for, and according to state law, he is not running at large.
This ordinance allows for, agrees with that.
But that would be explaining to him that that dog is not running at large if he is pursuing what he is trained to do. That's a state law.
So in other words, if you got a hound dog, you can turn him loose, and he's hunting 24 hours a day.
I don't think you want to be abusing.
Well, I'm just saying it's right here as an
your point of
exception.
view, do you?
I
You
think,
don't want to be
I gotta
fair.
think that's reaching
Right.
really far.
Don't
Well,
you want
I
to
know.
be fair?
If you're gonna be training
Don't
a
you wanna
dog,
be
are you not
fair?
gonna be involved with the dog?
You don't have
So
to.
if you're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
turn
gonna
the
be
dog
involved
loose,
with my dog, but
well,
I'm
that's my
talking
point.
about these idiots that ain't smart enough to keep their dogs under control to start
That's what
with.
we're talking about.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what we're doing.
we're back to a noise issue again. You know, it's not the dog problem because my dog barks occasionally.
No, you're right. It's
You know?
not the dog problem. Dogs do what dogs do. It's the owner problem.
That's exactly right. It's owner and it's personal conflict
responsible owner.
problem.
and again, I have to put my trust in the process that it can find out the proper resolution to a conflict like this. The role I have in this, the authority I have in this, is to put forth or propose an ordinance.
Out of the 6 people that's sitting here, I'm assuming we're the only ones that's involved in this. I know 5 of us is for it, 1 of us is against it. So does that mean you're gonna vote for the public's decision on that? Or are you gonna vote against the 5-to-1 ratio here and go on your own?
What I'm going to do, what I think is the right thing to do, by the feedback I've been getting, and this room is a small sample set of that feedback.
Yeah, but the people that's doing all the complaining ain't willing to come down here and put it in.
That's
In the
always
formal
the case
thing.
with any issue.
Wait a minute. You can't make that statement because in previous meetings you did have people making that complaint that were here. You weren't here at that previous
No, I
meeting,
wasn't
but
here.
they were here.
Yes, they certainly were.
But we
You
also
have
had
a-
other people. Take a countywide vote on it.
But the
Take a
county,
countywide vote on it. That's what we do to it.
The legislature doesn't take a vote every time it passes.
We voted you. Take a countywide
Well,
vote on it.
that's the way the process
that's
works, is
where-
you
that's
elect
where it happens.
officials make decisions,
So
and
you
then
probably won't be
you throw
voting
them out of
again, but
office
take a
or
countywide
re-elect them
vote on
as you choose.
What I want you all to understand is, I want everyone to understand that the reason for me wanting to pass this ordinance is a good reason. It's to give complainants an avenue to see justice done in cases where justice needs to be done.
I don't argue with that point a bit. I agree with that, but I don't think it needs
Then
to
I
be
have
limited
to,
to
then I
the
have to start
dogs.
there and trust that the process and move forward correctly. You know, what I would like to do is, at this point, I would like to, well, I'll move that we adopt
Excuse
this.
me, I don't have an original ordinance, all we have are drafts. Do you have an original? If we're gonna make a motion, we need to have an
An
original.
original, we can't have the word draft on it.
Well,
I can reprint you one and not put the
Okay.
draft in.
all right.
You can do that right now?
No, I just was thinking we can't note on it unless we have an original, you know, that we
Okay.
got a first reading.
Yeah, so I printed these and I stamped draft on for everyone's,
Okay.
review.
The originals also have reading stuff in there. Yeah, that's why I was saying we need an original so we can sign it. you know, as a first reading if we're gonna do it,
Okay,
instead of a draft.
well, then I should print that out, right?
Yeah, so that we can adopt it on first reading.
Okay, I'll do
All
that.
right.
My computer's over there.
Thanks.
So,
Can we not do that before, or whatever, see if it passes?